All right, welcome back to day 2 on our unit on maps. Okay, so today, unit maps topic, we're going to talk about topographic maps. What the heck is that? So, day 2 of 3, we're going to learn about topographic maps. We're going to learn about mapping basics, such as contour lines and contour intervals. And then we're going to learn the contour rules. Okay, go ahead and pause this while you write the unit and the topic in day 2 of 3. I'm going to move on here. Reminder, you can always pause this if you need more time. Please do so appropriately. Do not move forward, okay, and skip the content, okay, because just writing it down will not get you a good grade. You need to listen. Here we go. So, quick write. What do you think topography is? Okay, if someone says topography, what are they referring to? And if you know what topography is, okay, what kind of topography do we have locally where we live? Is it steep or flat, hills or mountains? What do you think? All right, so go ahead and pause this while you do your quick write for 5 easy points. I'm going to move on. Okay, so topographic maps. Topography is the shape of the land. Is it flat? Is it hilly? Okay, is it mountainous? So a topographic map shows the shape of the Earth's surface by using contour lines. So this is Devil's Tower in Wyoming. It's what we call a volcanic neck. This used to be the inside of a volcano, okay? And if you look at this volcanic neck here, okay, if we make a topographic map out of it, here's what it would look like, okay? So we make a map out of this. This is what it would look like, okay? So hopefully you're seeing a pattern here between these lines. These lines here show topography. Notice where it's flat, the lines are farther apart. Where it's steep, the lines are closer together. Okay, so for your notes, what is a topographic map? Question on the left-hand side, answer on the right-hand side. Use the answer bank to determine which word best completes the sentence here. Okay, go ahead and pause this while you write. I'm going to move on. Okay, contour lines. Contour lines are imaginary lines that join points of equal elevation above or below sea level. Okay. So if we have these two mountains here, look at these two mountains. If we represent these two mountains, we can do so with these contour lines. At the top of the mountain, it's 500, okay? And at the bottom here of the mountain, it's about 100, okay? So these are contour lines. And this map here shows, okay, topography through contour lines, okay? So everywhere the contour line is, the elevation is 400 meters here. So on this red line, on this contour line, the elevation is at 400, okay? So, what are contour lines? Okay, question on the left-hand side, answer on the right-hand side. Use the answer bank to determine which words best complete the sentence here. I'm going to go ahead and pause this, please, while you write. I'm going to move on. Okay, so the contour interval. The contour interval is the difference in elevation between one contour line and the next. Okay, take a look at the map over here. Can you figure out the contour interval on the map to the right? Okay, so between each line, if you were to hike from between each line, how much elevation would you cover? Okay, well, hopefully you guessed 500, right? So 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, and the top of this mountain here is about 3,500, okay? So, now it's your turn. On your notes, tell me what the contour interval is, the difference in elevation between each line, okay? And then, tell me the location, or excuse me, the elevation at locations A, B, C, and D, please. So, what are the elevations indicated by the letters on the map below? Do so on your notes. Question goes on the left-hand side. Answer over here goes on the right-hand side. So tell me the elevations at points A, B, C, and D in the contour interval. Go ahead and pause this, please, while you do this. Okay, on your notes. Okay, just check your work. The contour interval is hopefully 20 feet. At location A, what elevation did you get? Hopefully 700 feet. Or meters, or whatever the map is going off of. B here, hopefully you got, well, if you know the contour interval is 20 feet, you got 20, 40, so 740 feet. C is a little different. It's between, okay, it's between 760 and 780 here. So if I had to guess, 770 or so, okay? And then D, we have 820, okay? So hopefully you have those on your notes. Here we go. What is the contour interval? The difference in blank between one contour line and the next. Okay. So question on the left-hand side, answer on the right-hand side. Once again, use this awesome answer bank to determine which word best completes the sentence here. And go ahead and pause this while you write. I'm going to move on. Okay, a profile. What is a profile? Well, a profile is a side view, okay, from a flat topographic map. Your profile, if someone was to look at you from the side, it would be the side of your face, okay? That would be your profile. If someone says, let's get a profile of you, okay, you would turn sideways, and that would be the side of your face, okay? Well, a profile of a map here, in other words, if we were to walk from A to B on this map, what would it look like? Okay, well, 900 feet. We have 980 here, goes down to 980. 960 goes down to 960. 920, okay. 900 goes down to 900 or 920 here, and it goes back up. So if we were to walk from A to B, we'd go down, back up, back down, back up, and that is the profile. Okay, so that tells you, okay, that tells you the elevation change if you were to walk from point A to point B here. Okay, like I said, you would go down, up, back down, and back up. Well, what's the value in that? Well, if you're ever hiking or driving or biking, you want to know, okay, what it's like. Are you going up or down? Is it flat? Okay, that tells you how much elevation you're going to cover. So, how to make a profile. So you're going to do this today, so listen carefully, okay? Or you're going to do this at some point in this unit on maps. So draw a transect line, okay? Like I said, listen carefully. So, step 1, draw a transect line between C and D. In this case, it was already drawn for you. So, between C and D, if you were to walk between points C and D, okay, is it flat? Is it steep? Okay, well, let's find out. You drew a transect line. Take a sheet of paper and make tick marks at every single place where the contour line intersects the map. So here, 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 and here, and then here, and then look at this contour line comes back again. And then here, here, and here. Then record the elevation at each tick mark. So here it was 300, 290, 280, 270, 260. Like I said, 260 came back around here. We got 260 again, 270, 280, 290, and 300. Now you take that sheet of paper that you just drew all these little tick marks and elevation points on, okay, and put it up to your graph, okay. So put your elevation points here, put your sheet of paper here, excuse me, okay, and then 300, where's 300 going to go? Well, up to 300, okay, 290, okay, it's going to go up to, guess what, 290, seeing a pattern here hopefully, and then 280 is going to go up to 280, okay, and then 270 is going to go up to 270, okay, 260 is going to go up to, you guessed it, 260. You're going to cross that creek on the map, remember, and then 260 again, okay, because it came back, and then 270, okay, it's going to go up to 270, and then 280, and then 290, and then 300, okay, and then draw a line to connect your points, okay. So if you were to walk from point A to point B there, that is the topography. Okay, you're going to go down a steep hill here, hit a flat area, and then walk back up a hill. Okay. So, what is a profile? On your notes, please. A question on the left-hand side. Answer goes on the right-hand side. Okay. Use the answer bank once again to determine which word best completes the sentence. Go ahead and pause this. I'm going to move on. Okay, so contour mapping rules. Before we can start working on contour maps, we need to learn some rules. So, in order to make a contour map, there are rules we must first understand. These rules will help us determine the topography and shape of the land. Here we go. So, rule number 1. Hills and depressions are represented by circles. Okay? Hatcher lines are used to show depressions. Depression is like the ground goes down, right? So, right here, the ground goes down, this topography goes inward, not upward. Okay, so to show that, we use circles, but we put these hatcher lines. Okay, these hatcher lines tell us that it's going in, it's a depression. Okay, and then circles just show a hill. Okay, so this is Crater National Park in Arizona. Here's a big crater where a meteorite, a huge massive asteroid or meteorite slammed in the earth, making a crater or depression. Notice these little hatcher lines. That tells us that the land is going inward, okay? So, and the second contour rule is that the contour lines can never cross. You can't be at 40 and 20 feet at the same time. It's not going to happen. So contour lines can never cross. Big no-no, okay? All right. When contour lines meet a river or a creek or stream, they form a V that points upstream to higher elevations. So here's Blue River, make a V that goes upstream. So they make a V. That they point to higher elevations, 150, right? So they point upstream. Water can't flow uphill, okay? Water flows from higher elevations down to lower elevations. All right, so here's a nice map of the Ore River. Okay, you got a hill here, right? Circles make a hill, okay? And then we have these, we have these V's that cross the river. So, can you tell me which way the river is flowing? Okay, is it going this way or is it going that way? Well, remember the V's point upstream to higher elevations. That should tell you, okay? So, rule number 4, contour lines close together equals steep slopes. Contour lines farther apart equals flat, gentle slopes. So look at this hill here. Where it's closer together, it's steeper. Where they're more spread apart, it's more flat. Okay? And these contour lines are really far apart, which pretty much tells you that it's for the most part, flat terrain or topography. Okay? All right, so contour lines close together equal steep slopes. Contour lines far apart equal flat or gentle slopes. Okay? All right, so let's look at this little map here. We have 2 hills here. Okay? Where is it flat? Where is it steep? Well, let's make a profile real quick. Boom. Boom. Okay? Notice it's kind of steep where those lines are close together. And it's a little more flat where the lines start getting farther apart. Okay? So, hopefully you see a pattern here. So if you were to walk across this map here, okay, you would go up, steep right here, flat right here where the lines are farther apart, okay, and steeper over here. So, what are the contour map rules? Okay, last one for today. Question on the left-hand side. Answer, all this is the answer. Write all this down. Use the answer bank to determine which words best complete the sentences here. Go ahead and pause this while you write. We're almost done. Let's move on. Okay, check for understanding. On your notes, number 1 through 6, tell me, what is the contour interval on the map? And then tell me how many hills are on the map. Okay? And then the elevation at location C here is what? The elevation at location B is what? At which letter is it the steepest? Okay? Contour lines make blank as they cross over the river or stream. Okay? So go ahead and you don't have to write these, just answer them. Question 1, what goes here? 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Just answer them. You don't have to write it. Just write the answers on your notes, please. Take some time. Pause this, please, while you do this. I'm going to move on. Okay. Congratulations. You're done with day 2 of notes. You just have to summarize real quick. So please draw this little island here, volcanic island, okay? And tell me, make us some circles, B and C, and then the map I drew has a contour interval CI of what? Location B has an elevation. You have to write this, please. All right? So you can always do your own summary as a reminder, okay? So as long as your summary box is filled up with good information, I'm going to give you credit. You will not receive credit if you don't have the blanks filled in for your summary. There's no point in writing all of this if you don't fill in the blanks here, because you're just not going to get credit, okay? Because that tells me you haven't learned anything. All right? So go ahead and pause this while you draw this and write this down. Okay, congratulations. You're done with day 2 of 3. Have a good night. We'll see you next time.